Shock hazard occurs when an individual contacts exposed energized electrical components. In cases of higher voltages, however, the individual only has to approach the exposed electrical components, as the electricity can jump the air gap if the resistance through the air is low enough. The electrical energy flows through the body and flows to ground. Electrical shock occurrences are much more common and can result in electrocution, which is death from the sustained injuries. The severity of the shock on the human body, well, it's due widely to the person's tolerance of the shock. It's due to the resistance of their body. Believe it or not, the resistance of the body, however, varies widely throughout the day, depending on the humidity conditions present, as well as whether the skin is wet or broken. Varying levels of amperage cause varying responses from the body. At a range of 1 milliamp, that's 0.001 amp, to 5 milliamps, a typical person will experience an involuntary action, such as arms or legs moving uncontrollably. This can be exceedingly dangerous, however, because oftentimes the subject is unable to release themselves from the energized object. This is known as the let go threshold, and it's around 20 milliamps or 0.02 amps. Pain is felt due to the shock. Above 30 milliamps, above 0.03 amps, the shock has the potential to cause tissue damage, ventricular fibrillation, which is quivering heart, and even cardiac arrest. Two types of shock hazards are step potential and touch potential. Step potential is the type of shock where the current flows from foot to foot, while touch potential is caused from the current flowing through the body parts other than foot to foot. Let's talk about this step potential. When current flows from one foot to the other, the shock hazard is known as step potential. Appropriate foot protection, PPE, should be worn depending on the situation. Now let's talk about the touch potential. When the current flows from hand to hand, hand to foot, or any other path other than foot to foot, the shock hazard is known as touch potential. Again, proper PPE should always be worn in order to protect employees from this type of shock hazard.